welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. About to kick it away and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Looking to fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense putting points on the board.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll do it himself. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to take off. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out! And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Reese. On the move at the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds a little space. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma State escaped with the victory. And I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win. But I think those Pokes fans could have done without this one being so close. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They go to the ground, finding an escape route. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. LSU right back to the line. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete on the right side. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rush is on him. Going deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quarterback on the keeper. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Now improvising. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway. That is a massive play on special teams.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Leon.
This quarterback right now is in the groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pratt. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They're working that left side. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. receiver comes in motion. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
It's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running back searching for a hole. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
A run for the quarterback. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third down after the run. They try to pop a run on the draw. Turns it on at midfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got him in 3rd and long, right where you want him. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneaked the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now, getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play-action game.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Buying some time as he moves left. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone is Rodriguez. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this off.
Always got some space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And he'll haul it zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Auburn offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Makes the quick grab. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying the left side. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. LSU quick to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for us.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. Got a man. It's Montgomery. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, to the defense. They were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go to the draw. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This quarterback part of their running game. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. All tied up here in the 4th quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Leon. Stumbled to the ground.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Here comes the option. He's in open space downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Really nice job on the option that time, and obviously this running back has had himself a day, right? And this defense has figured it out. They're keying on him. You saw all the defenders that time run his way, but nobody accounted for the quarterback. He made the right decision, kept it himself, and came away with a nice pickup on that option play.
The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Oh, it's a reverse. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. There's the pressure. Takes the easy completion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown LSU. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors and here's a fumble way behind the line. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Defense playing a bail technique. Wants to pass a clock an enemy. And they'll knock him down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Gets the back moving. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Corners are going to bail. looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throws into the middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.